Hello there, I am Shaun McLaren, and today I have Green-Black Delirium, similar to what I played to an 8-2 record in Standard at Pro Tour Aether Revolt. And apologies, I'm a little sick, just back from Dublin, and I've caught a sickness, so apologies for my voice and any hacking and coughing that goes on. But I did not want to miss an opportunity to showcase this deck, as I like it a great deal, and I wanted to show it off, including my updates to the list that I'm trying out right now. So the big thing about this list is 4 Fatal Push. I didn't run any Grasp of Darkness at the Pro Tour, but I also didn't expect Mardu vehicles to be such a huge component of the metagame. Fatal Push was just fantastic, though. In conjunction with Tireless Tracker and Evolving Wilds, it's really easy to trigger Revolt, and the efficiency of just being 1 mana is fairly unbeatable. The 2-drops otherwise are pretty standard. The Ballistas, the Constrictors, the Flares. Flare, really good card. Just super efficient and helps fix the draws in the late game. Unique to my list, usually most lists don't run as many Nissas. I ran 3 at the Pro Tour, now I'm trying out the full 4 because they were just so good. Just excellent with Winding Constrictor, Walking Ballista. You play Nissa on turn 3 and then set up for a Winding Constrictor down the road, where you play Winding Constrictor and like a Ballista and then minus Nissa and just have a huge board. 4 trackers, love Tracker. A great way to beat the control matchups is getting tons of clue value, and if they don't immediately deal with the tracker, it can just run away with the game. So, also unique to my list is only 2 Verdurous Gearhulks. Verdurous Gearhulk, obviously a super powerful card. Focusing more instead on the traverse aspect. Just being able to traverse for a Verdurous Gearhulk is very similar to just having Verdurous Gearhulk in the deck. But it also functions as like a split card Gearhulk land in the early game. So it fixes the early game and then Gearhulks in the late game. And usually it doesn't take more than 2 Gearhulks to end the game. Also, main deck Kalidas to traverse for was also excellent. Kalidas, a major overperformer. Excellent card, especially when you have so many removal spells. The sideboard, I went ham on discard for the Jeskai and Control matchups. I expected lots of Jeskai and Control, and even though there was more Mardu than I expected, I still had plenty of cards for the Mardu matchup, and these are exactly what you want against like combo Control. Natural Obsolescence is one of the best cards against Mardu vehicles, since it puts the artifact on the bottom of the owner's library, so it just gets rid of Scrap Heap Scrounger permanently, and also an efficient answer to Heart of Kirin. To the Slaughter, the best removal spell against control decks, since it's instant speed and hits Planeswalkers, so it can hit Torrential Gearhulks and Saheelis and Felidar Guardians and whatever. Liliana, just a solid card against most matchups. Not really amazing unless you're picking off like Veteran Motorists or Glint Sleeve Siphoners, but can sort of fit in anywhere. Grasp, just more removal whenever you need that. More redundant Kalidas action. A lot of matchups Kalidas can just win the game if you untap after casting it. Gonti, the best card, one of the best cards in the mirror, since the Death Touch is actually super relevant. So it's kind of almost always a 2-for-1 if you cast it in the mirror. Similarly, Ob Nixilis, one of the best cards in the mirror, functions as card draw and removal. And Ishkana, going to be a traverse target, mostly for against Mardu vehicles, but whenever you need just a bunch of bodies, a good traverse target to have the option to find. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's get to playing.